Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yes, sir. Episode 61 this time.
Yeah, man. How's your week going, bro?
Going pretty good, bro. Going pretty good. Just going with the flow, going with the ebbs and flows. I believe that's what they be saying, bro. How about you?
Same, brother. Just every day, new challenges, but get through them and come out better on the other side, right? So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
100%.
it's been a solid week so far. Can't complain.
No, that's good, bro. Yeah, I think, well, when did we see each other? I think it was Sunday, no?
Yeah, literally Sunday we had a little video kind of not even an issue, but just some hoops we had to jump around. So
Yeah.
had to collect the video from you on Sunday. Went out for a little cruise.
Yeah, I was sick. I feel like I haven't gone on a little canyon run in a minute, bro. So that was cool. They gave me a new loaner, so we were checking that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sick ass. What would you call it? An SUV? What the hell is that? Right?
Yeah, it's an SUV technically. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's badass, bro.
I always get confused between crossovers and SUVs. I don't
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what a crossover is, brother.
I don't know. They say it's like basically like a. I would say like a. I'm thinking of a Subaru. Subaru is like a crossover that I can.
Like a cross track. That's a crossover, or is that something else?
Shit. See now that's the thing.
See?
So I don't know if the Forester,
got you.
if the Forester is considered an SUV or that's still considered
Yeah,
a
shit
cross.
confusing, huh?
I don't know. Regardless, it's a dope car you
Yeah.
got for a loaner. So
Yeah, wish it was mine, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I had basically an uncle from Mexico come through,
Mhm.
and he just got in. And he's like, "Holy shit, just cool shit." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I wish I was telling him, I wish this was mine." But I don't know, he kind of made me a little glad because he said, "Patience, brother," like basically saying that, but in Spanish,
Mhm.
And it's kind of cool to see even that kind of, I don't know, mindset from like an uncle.
Mhm.
Because he was here in the United States, I think maybe 3-4 years ago, something like that. I think he actually was in Seattle. I don't know if you remember. This is going to be a crazy memory if you remember this. We were in Seattle, all of the homies, the friend trip.
Okay.
And I was, oh, what the hell? I have an uncle hitting me up while we were in Seattle. And it was him because I guess my mom told him that we were in Seattle. And I didn't know he lived there. And yeah, he went back to Mexico, but he did it in a way where he was like, all right, I'm going to go to the United States. I'm going to, make my bread.
Mhm.
He made a shit ton of money. Bought like all the shit you would want in Mexico.
Mhm.
Build a house, badass truck. I believe over there, he's really into hunting and shit like that.
Mhm.
So like guns, shit like that, for hunting purposes. And yeah, basically the whole shebang. But, after a little bit, you kind of, I think for him specifically, he just, I don't know. You just kind of, I don't know, maybe get bored of doing the shit over there. I don't know. The jobs aren't as abundant as they are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think as a Pueblo for my parents are, like the most prominent job is like freaking collecting limes, bro, from a tree.
Picker.
Yeah, and I remember when I was young, I think it was my grandpa's, they call it parcela. I don't know what you would call that in English, probably a farm or some shit.
Like an orchard.
Yeah, well, the thing is, parcela is just like like a farm essentially, but he had like a shit ton of trees with lime trees.
Okay.
And I don't know why I was like messing around with it's like a whole ass stick thing, and you like
Oh,
pull
to
it
collect
off.
them. It's like a
Yeah.
shaker. Kind of shakes a branch or no?
Nah, this is like, you gotta remember, this is Mexico, bro. They got like fucking, it's not
Yeah.
like here where they have like crazy shakers and shit.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a straight rod with like some fucking plier looking thing at the end.
Oh,
You just,
shit.
So yeah, I wouldn't know what he was doing. Oh, he's really actually into mechanics. So that's what he said. He took like it was a shit ton. I don't want to overestimate, but it was like $17,000 worth of like tools for mechanics and shit. Because that's what
Damn.
it's like. He's super into mechanics shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that helped me with the whole Volkswagen before.
Yep, I do recall that.
Yeah, so yeah, but I asked him, I was, yo, what are you doing over there in Seattle? I said, oh, same shit, doing fixing cars and all
Mechanic
that.
stuff,
So I'm
yeah.
like, damn, that's badass, man. He's
I
been doing
kind of
that forever.
recall a little bit of that, but I don't feel like it was when we were there though. I think it was like the after fact he told me something about that. But regardless, that is kind of crazy that it hit you up while we were there.
Yeah, he was like, hey man, you gonna come visit me? And I was like, ah shit, like I
See-
would if it was just like me and the fam, but I had no idea he was over there. I think I did know he was in Washington, but I didn't know he was in Seattle. Like that's crazy. And then secondly, I was with the whole homies, and we literally had like a day by day kind of planned out almost. We were like, yo, we're gonna go hit the city. We're gonna go hit the Ferris wheel, Space Needle.
It'd be a whole thing.
Literally, bro.
Going out of our way to go see him. So
Exactly. And then it would be like a thing for me, and you guys would probably be like, what the hell? And then I don't think I would feel comfortable like leaving you guys, because then I'd feel like I ain't gonna lie, a little selfish. I'd be like, damn, like they're doing fun shit without me, So I don't know. I guess it didn't work out, but yeah, he was here, and I don't know, different perspective, bro. Like someone literally came from a different country, and it's like, yo, like I'm back, and gonna try to run up the back again because he did have some things that went wrong,
Okay.
with some situations
Yeah.
where he was like forced to like sell his trucks and shit like that.
Mm.
So he kind of, I don't want to say starting fresh, but it kind of seems like that. So
But he's here to work for a little bit then.
I don't know what his plan is this time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. Yeah, basically, there's like a lot of, I don't even know what you call this shit in English because a lot of this stuff my mom talks to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
But it's basically, I think they call it auxilio. I would assume asylum, something like that.
Yeah.
When there's like violence or some shit in your country, and the United
Oh,
States
I've heard of, yeah.
allows you to come through. Essentially, that's why he was allowed to come back through. And yeah, I'm not sure if it would be the move or not for him to move back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to like necessarily talk about Mexico or nothing like that, but if we're comparing opportunities, quality of living, shit like that, then obviously the United States is, the winner there.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I could see why people, immigrants, my whole family, I mean, we're immigrants. I could see why you would want to come here, right? Because
Oh, for sure.
literally, it's just much easier to be safe and successful and, make a living here than in any other country, really.
Yeah, bro, literally. And
And
especially Mexico, where we're from, it's like, I think we are just always hearing, you know how like parents are, they know what the hell's going on over there. They have a
yeah,
family they always talk to. And it's like really, I don't know, violent and shit like that over there. It's not run.
it's never at peace, it seems like.
Yeah, it's because I don't know if it's a government system. I haven't really dug too deep, but there's infrastructure, I guess you could say, issues.
Hmm.
And the mob is the one that kind of runs everything. But the thing they explained to me, it's never the same mob, bro. It's like one goes in, takes control, and then like a year or two passes or something like that. Another one comes in,
They
and then
get wiped out.
all the
Yeah.
other dudes leave because now they're enemies there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this shit works, but
Seems like it's been going on for like generations now. Like just
it feels like it, brother. So I don't know. But my mom was telling me that she kind of has hope because I don't know if you've heard of what's going on with the country El Salvador.
mm-mm.
But I guess that shit did like a whole 180 because I guess that shit was really violent. Same basically scenario almost.
Yeah.
But they got a dude over there, the president, that's like straight like, yo,
Yeah.
basically on his shit,
Let's get
So
the shit back together.
yeah, like even like 2-3 years ago, he was super invested in Bitcoin, which was crazy. I mean, he was like the first president to ever acknowledge or even like be like, okay, Bitcoin and all that
Hmm.
shit here in Salvador and accepted. So just really like forward thinker. And it's been working out.
Seems
It's not
like
just that he did. I don't want to say, oh, he got Bitcoin now, everyone's rich. I'm saying like the
yeah.
policies, the cleaning up the streets, what I'm saying, doing everything the right
Yeah, it
way.
shows like
And
he seems like he's up to date with things and most likely people like that, instead of putting somebody, an old head up there that doesn't really know what's going on, just kind of going what people tell him.
yeah,
Seems like he's actually going out of his way.
yeah, that's a bad thing where, yeah, you could be like, yeah, that sounds like we need that in Mexico, right? But usually the people that have tried to do that,
Mhm.
they've unfortunately assassinated them. It's kind of fucked.
That is a fucked up program because yeah, like you said, the mob is really what runs shit down there, and if they
They
don't
want control.
if they don't like how they're getting controlled, then
Nah, it's because no one wants to be controlled technically. Like if you're in control, you have the most power, and someone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna actually put order and do this now." They're obviously gonna take that the wrong way and be like, "Hell no," and obviously do whatever they can to prevent that. But I'm not sure if this is accurate. But my mom was telling me that he's obviously has threats before,
hmm.
but he said that yo, if anything happens, he basically will punish the people's family or some shit like that.
Oh
And
wow,
I'm like, damn.
he's already got like orders basically.
Yeah, I don't know how. I swear I should dig into this because this shit is interesting. I feel like this is some crazy
Is
shit
this
going on.
Salvador or
El
Mexico?
Salvador, bro.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so
Huh.
I'm hearing that a lot of tourism is popping up over there. So shit, I'm gonna have to go check that out one day.
Something, yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, bro. Because we even had a. I'm like trying to gauge the countries. I think it was Bella's dad, so my girlfriend's dad's friend. I think it was his best friend. He went to Colombia by himself,
Hmm.
and I'm like, oh, that's fucking dope, right? And I asked my girlfriend's dad. I was, yo, do you know how it went?
Hmm.
Because he's a cool dude. I met him once. And he was like, oh, yeah, he got robbed. He got jumped. And
Oh
I'm like,
shit.
holy shit. So I guess he was just, well, he kind of made it seem like, well, he was by himself. Like what you kind of expect. He's on the streets walking. They see, obviously, someone that doesn't belong there. They're going to,
Yeah.
try to mess with them and stuff like that. So it's just kind of opened my mind to, so you just got to be kind of careful and know where to be and how to be. And
Yeah, I
shit
think
like
we
that.
definitely take where we live for granted, honestly. I mean, it might
100%.
be bad, during the night sometimes, like in some places in the US, but literally we live such in a peaceful world, like calm, safe. Like I feel like we can comfortably walk from here to your house if we needed to.
Oh
Might take
yeah,
an
yeah.
hour, 2 hours, but we can get there safely and not, robbed or shot down or some shit,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Any other country,
Nah,
it's you literally have like
get that fear.
curfews almost. Like, yeah, if anything after dark, you don't fucking go out.
Yeah,
I mean, there's still places in the U.S. That aren't super
sketchy.
safe,
Oh, for sure. There always is gonna be those areas.
but even then, I mean, we're still completely. I think yeah, we almost take it for granted a little bit
Absolutely, bro. So
compared to some other countries.
that's a fact. That literally is a fact. Sometimes it's like, I think even when we were growing up, they would tell us that. It's like, oh, like eat your food, other people don't have food. Oh, you don't got
Yeah,
water. So, but we never really take that and really kind of see
consideration.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like we just kind of brush it off. But yeah, it's a fact. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 8 billion people on Earth now.
yeah,
I think it's like a billion don't have access to like clean water. Like obviously they could go get water, but like direct access type shit.
damn.
It's like damn, bro. Like that's kind of crazy still.
There's still a big part of the world that still living like you know
Yeah.
back in the day. It's pretty crazy actually to think, right? Because seems like we throw away solar panels, we throw away stuff that works perfectly fine. Yet in other countries,
Yeah.
they're not even near that technology yet, or
Yeah. One
having
man's
that kind of stuff.
trash is another man's treasure.
It's a
So
fact. So
that's a fact, bro. It's all about perspective though, on some real shit. That's what I've been kind
yeah,
of literally just thinking about. It's like if you think that, you have it bad here because maybe you're comparing yourself to, I don't know, some Instagram shit, then it's gonna be bad for you. But on the other hand, you compare yourself to a different country that isn't, maybe the best or infrastructure wise or whatever you want
hmm
to compare it to, and then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is good. Like I'm doing all right. So that's why I've been just trying to get more perspective. Literally, that's all it comes down to. You just gotta have to keep molding it and figuring out what works for you, and then also base it off reality. Or I don't think it wouldn't work
yeah,
if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Be
So
realistic.
yeah, so yeah, I know I mentioned a couple times, but that's why like even looking back on like reading history and shit, it's like damn, like y'all had scurvy and didn't know what the fuck the cure was, or oh y'all didn't have actual sewer systems and
hmm
that shit was all bacteria and around you, and those are things we don't even consider at all. We're like, oh, we just went to the restroom
Yeah,
and
flush
yeah,
flush the shit
that shit
away
that
and
shit's gone, literally.
don't fucking smell it, see it, or
Like,
nothing.
yep, and then there you go, move on with your day. Back then, it
Fucking
was not like that. So,
your fucking roads were just fucking streets of sewage.
oh my
Fuck.
goodness, bro.
No,
Oh, I think I do remember
no
seeing some
clean
shit like
water.
that. I
It
don't know if it
was
was Haiti or somewhere where they literally the rivers are
yeah,
and that shit's like nasty.
bro. Wasn't it like literally like oh man, I don't know if it was like Italy or Paris somewhere over there. Like that's literally how it was back then, or even New York. Like where New York is at now, obviously is. But back then, like all that shit was just that was just sewage, the rivers.
Yeah, I feel like back generations didn't really consider like taking care of Earth and shit like that.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, back in the day, I think even there was a project here in Ogden where the Ogden River was bad.
Mm.
Fucking a bunch of tires, everyone just throw their trash in there. Even in Mexico, when I remember going to, I think it was my padrino, so my godfather's like farm or whatever. You would go and go to his shit. There was a river around there,
Mm.
literally just bags of fucking trash in that shit, bro. But
Damn.
like the Ogden River was like that, and they started a basically some type of I don't know program, some type of movement where it's like
Clean it
clean
up.
up. Yeah, it's like clean up Ogden or clean up the river, and they slowly started cleaning it up, and now it's beautiful and shit like that. But yeah, back in the day, they would just throw shit in there, bro. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They didn't want to see it. They're like, fuck it, just throw it in the river.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's a. I don't know. I feel like it's something that I feel like almost open to this when I was younger. I remember like we would have a bunch of trash at the house.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know when you're in need of things or you don't, you're not wealthy, you would say you seem to collect a lot of shit.
Mm.
It's like you see a bike on the side of the road, like oh shit, bike, like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
free bike, like take it because you think those aren't for fucking for free usually. Now you have
Mm.
fucking two bikes. But anyways, once a year we would like do a house cleaning, clean the yard up and shit. We ended up with a bunch of garbage. And a lot of the time, I feel like we would have to go look for dumpsters to go dump the shit in because we didn't want to go to the dump because they would charge you for it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you literally got to pay to get rid of shit, and that's how you will like usually dump shit like at in a field in a river. And I feel like nowadays it seems like it's more controlled now. Like they have like I remember because this was when I was super young. I remember doing stuff like that. We would literally go find a dumpster, like drive forever. So we found a dumpster to dump shit in,
Hmm.
and usually it was like outside a construction site or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a few years later, I remember they did like some like Ogden cleanup thing where they would leave a dumpster in your neighborhood, and like for your neighborhood, or it was like almost like a block thing.
Hmm.
Everybody in that block had that access to that dumpster to throw stuff away, and they would bring it out like every spring. I'm not sure if you ever had that like in your neighborhood.
With mine, it was, I don't know if you were particularly talking about a time, but what happens with us is someone comes, knocks on the door, like a neighbor.
Hmm.
So you all need 5 signatures. And then if they have enough signatures, they drop off the big ass
Oh, is that what it was?
things.
You had to
Yeah,
sign
and then
for
you
it.
would throw that shit. Yeah, but you have to have enough neighbors to like be like, yes, I
Oh,
have
I
shit to
thought it was
throw
just a
away.
city doing like
Maybe there
a
was a
nice
program
thing.
back in there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
But yeah, it seems like nowadays there's more that's more available, I guess. Where you have somewhere to throw away your stuff, and but I don't think back then they had shit like that. So like, yeah, that would cause rivers to get dirty as hell, fields just to have random
mm,
shit on them, and
yeah, just a bunch of just a
yeah,
bunch of trash shit.
my neighbors they were definitely some hoarders. They had all kinds of shit, and literally, I feel like now that you say that, I think we would sign like a little paper for like to bring this dumpster, hoping in regards that these guys and neighbors would just
Oh, they would get the hint.
they get the hint, but no, we'd put that shit like right in front of their house. I think sometime.
Oh, for real? They went through shit?
No,
They said, nah.
instead they'd go through that shit and bring more shit back to their house. Of the
Oh,
stuff that we would throw away or like the neighbors.
damn, brother. They said, oh,
So
more free shit.
hey, that's what I'm saying. Like I guess when
Dude,
you're you know
that's just a mind state at
broke,
that
you're just
point.
like
Yeah,
free. Like I can sell this or I could do something, and then they just hoard it, hoard it, hoard it.
nah, that reminds me because I remember one of my neighbors was into metal scrapping, collect a
Mm.
fuck ton of
Oh
metal,
yeah,
and then take it to the, what
scrap
would you call
yard.
it? The scrap yard,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
recycle place. I don't know. And they'd give you money for your thing. But I don't know why. I feel like that shit was cool back in the day.
Mm.
So sometimes when I was like, I don't know how old, bro, maybe between 10 and 13, something around there. He'd go and like go into those freaking dumpsters
Hmm.
for the metal though, to try to get metal. And I would go with him, but I would find it entertaining to jump in them shits because usually it wasn't like nasty trash.
Yeah, it
It
was
was like
usually
big ass things,
furniture or shit like that,
furniture. You're not supposed to throw tires in there, but some people overnight, you know how they're
or
pull
batteries.
up, exactly, throw fucking tires in there, all that shit. Yeah, we'd go and get some metal. I remember one time I pulled out a little, what are those little red cars with the yellow roof? You know what I'm talking about? Those small ass
Oh, the
ones?
Fisher Price.
Yes, the Fisher Prices. I remember
Yeah,
pulling out one of those out. So I guess I was hoarding as a little kid
I
as
think I
well.
remember
But
that car. I think I pulled up to your house one time, and I was like, "The hell's this?" And then we were tied up to the back of the bike, and then
yeah,
get in it and stuff. Yeah. Hey, like you said, one man's trash is another man's trash.
literally, bro, I was having fun with that shit,
Yeah, we
brother.
had fun for a minute with that thing.
Yeah,
But
so yeah, that's, I don't know, that's a throwback though.
yeah.
Definitely, but that, like, literally, you can make that guy, dude was making a good income. I remember we went to go drop off some metal ones, bro. This guy had so much like metal though. I think they gave him like a good 300 something, bro.
Holy shit.
That's when I was just like, damn, like,
That was a fuck ton.
yeah. And he would do other shit too. He would find like those copper wires.
I would say copper pays out really good.
Yeah, like it was with those. It was to look like a wire though, but he would have to literally grab a knife,
Hmm.
cut the plastic off or the rubber,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, because
have.
they pay you less if it has like all the insulation and stuff on it.
Yeah, exactly. So he would literally just have the raw, and you get paid a good amount for that shit.
Yeah. Dude, there was a time where there was like people going through like new constructions and fucking stripping the houses down. So
What?
you know it's like plywood, and they do like basically the electrical guys, the HVAC dudes, and the plumbers like go in there first and
Yeah, do their thing,
run everything. And these houses would just they go the next day and they were fucking stripped. Basically, they would go
bro.
pull all the wire out. I was like, holy fuck.
It was like that, huh?
So that's why like in construction sites you see like the police cameras or like security, because I'm sure people fucking still do that, have a need for it, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, or they'd pull all the ducking out for like the HVAC and fucking sell it for metal.
Dude, that's
People are
crazy,
fucked up,
bro.
man. That's because those houses technically, I mean, they're just kind of there. They don't have locks on them or nothing.
Nothing,
And
literally, yeah. Just the frame with the, like you said, the piping
yeah,
and wires is just
I
in there.
remember walking through like when they were building the houses there by my neighborhood. I
Mhm.
like just walk when there was just like bare frame, just walk through it, and you can't even tell like what the house even is because There's no walls or nothing, but
Gotcha. Yeah.
they're just open to people, you know. Well, technically, it's probably considered private property you're crossing into or getting into, but it's like as long as you're not taking shit. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
that whole metal thing's
It's crazy, isn't it?
we would collect cans. I remember back then too.
Yeah, but Kansas didn't give you really too much
Nah,
shit
I was
though.
so upset. I think I collected cans probably for a good like year, half a year. We had like 3 full bags. Like I was like
Like
really crush these
crushed
fuckers.
them, compact.
Yeah, I thought I was like gonna make bank. Went in there to get like $30. I was like, what the
Oh my
fuck?
god, it's not even worth it, bro.
Nah.
That's a fact, bro. I
Yeah.
remember people would be like putting rocks and shit in them.
Yo, that was me.
You still get 30. They're probably accounting for that shit. They're like, half of this shit probably rocks.
I think I'd put rocks in the can and then
Yeah.
crush it, and then it'd just be like a heavy ass puck. Oh, we're fucking telling everybody.
Trying
on
to
my,
finish the system and shit.
yeah.
No, that's how it was back then. Especially when you're a kid, you don't know. You're just
Mhm.
trying to, get $30 so you could go and buy. I don't know what the hell we were into as kids, but
Fucking Takis and drinks, bro. We just go to a
yeah,
little corner store, and
that's a fact, bro.
that's what we spent all our money in back then when we were kids.
Yeah, I remember me and you. I think it would be. I think it was called Kim's Market at the time. It was like
Mhm.
between our house. We'd go in there and just cash out sometimes. There was like the little watermelon hard ass candies with the little chili in
Fire.
them. Yeah, I remember sometimes I would go sleep over, literally buy 2 2-liter Dr. Peppers and drink them shit, bro. I remember not being going to basically getting sleepy at all. That shit had me wired as hell, bro.
Yeah, we were just fucking young kids is wired on that shit.
Wildin', bro.
But yeah, the candy, I remember they would sell like individual. They basically get big ass candy bags and like open them up, and it was Mexican candy, and then sell them like individually by
Yeah, like 10 cents, I
10
believe.
cents, 25 cents, or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, good times. I don't think they
hella
do shit
throwback.
like that anywhere now, huh?
I don't know. I actually
Like
haven't gone into
individual.
that store anymore.
Yeah, same.
It's a new owner. I think it's kind of funny. It went from Kim's to King's.
Kings.
And they have a bunch of freaking like LEDs and shit. It's like some crazy shit now. But I haven't gone into there
That
since
drive
then.
through, I remember my dad would go to that drive through at
Oh
least
yes.
3 or 4 times a week. That's like one of my childhood memories.
Oh,
And
for
now
that
thinking
one?
about it, I don't think I'd take any car through that drive through because like the dip is pretty fucked up, and then like you have to make like a hard left right away.
Yeah. And there was like the little fans and shit on here on the left. And you had to
Yeah,
watch out that no one was coming through because the sidewalk was
'cause
right there as well.
yeah, and it was like a street for some other houses or some shit over there too.
Yeah, over there, 100%.
Weird stuff, but yeah, I remember going through there every time and getting I'd always get the same Gatorade, the ones with the little
Oh, the little
what do you call them?
suction things.
Yeah,
When you just little
nipple on
twist.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
I would get like the dark purple or like a blue flavored, I don't know, Gatorade, and that was like literally for years. I remember just doing that with my dad. Yeah,
That's
'cause-
funny. I had one of those yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Same. I had one, actually a green one.
Oh, for real? I think I had red or green or blue. I think it was blue.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. What the hell?
We pulled up to the house to do some detail, and we pulled up to a gas station afterwards, and I just seen that shit. I was like, fuck. I'll grab
Yeah.
it. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, and I'm sucking on this cap basically. This cap just kind of exposed, like, because I think
It
back
is
then
some
they used to
dirty
have
shit.
like a cover on them back then, no?
Damn, I don't know. That kind of sounds right.
Because I was always thinking like sanitary wise. I'm like, it's just kind of nasty thinking about it.
Yeah, low key, but hey,
I thought about it after I finished it, but
That's funny because my dad would actually each time we would go. Okay, I guess let's give some backstory. So, me and Edgar have been homies for basically our whole life. Our parents basically were friends first, but yeah, our parents or vice versa, we would go to each other's houses, and each time we would go, it's on the way that store we're talking about.
right in the middle.
Yeah, literally. And my dad would stop and do the exact same drive-through and get his beers or whatever, and we'd get chips and shit, and then pull up to your house. But yeah, that's a fact. Literally the same thing you're saying was in our end. But yeah, we would do that for years, bro, when we were doing that. So
Literally, yeah.
crazy to see that, and it's crazy because both of those still exist because it was the corner one as well from the one that's closer to my house.
Never went to that shit.
No, that one was sketchy, bro. Some
Yeah.
sketchy ass people there. Low key, you would always be full of some like crazy ass, sketchy, crackhead ass dudes. I remember I went in that motherfucker once, bro, and they had one of those fake gambling machines. I guess they were actually gambling machines.
Oh yeah.
And that shit would attract a flock of those people, bro. I remember going in there the one random time I decided to go, I was so sketched out. Bro, there was this like crazy looking dude, and he dead ass had like a big ass dent in his skull.
What the fuck?
Like not just little shit, bro. This shit would like like your brain was supposed to be there type shit, bro. And I remember being like, what the fuck, bro?
Took a 2x4 to the dome, huh?
I feel like something even crazier.
Got ran over.
Maybe, bro. It seemed like someone dropped a brick on that man's skull, brother. Shit.
Oh, got a brick dropped on his head.
No, I swear.
Was it
I
on the
just
side
remember
or was
that
it the
kid.
back?
No, it was literally like right here. Like
Oh,
right here.
fuck.
Yeah, like the back side.
Hey.
But yeah, those little corner stores be attracting some weird people, especially the ones that have all like the little smoke accessories. The smoke shop. It's like a smoke shop slash
The pipes and
convenience
bongs and all
store.
that stuff.
Yeah, those stores attract a bad crowd. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
You know
it
what
is
store
it
I've
is.
never went into and I always thought that was pretty sketch?
Which one?
It's still open actually, but I haven't even. So it's on. Remember where our first house was? Where we like
Oh yeah,
down the street. That was 21st Street, right? 21st.
That is sketch.
I never went in that little store. You know what I'm talking about? It's just
Yeah,
like right in the
100%.
middle of houses.
It's crazy
I
because
feel like I have a dream that I went in there once, and I kind of imagine it what it looks like inside.
I think I did one in there.
Maybe we went in there once as a kid, and that's why it's in my head. But yeah, it's kind of a place that I kind of want to go to, like during the day, obviously.
I was about to say, let's go after, bro. I'm down.
It's
Shit.
probably open, honestly.
Yeah, those stores be open till like 11, and on the weekends like 1.
Yeah, but I remember as a kid, that was always known to that place was like a sketch place because I think it was on a street. It was like a gang street or something like that.
Yeah. 100%.
Like something like that. So it was like basically like territory or something. I had a neighbor that was like younger than me, and he knew about all these gang things, and he would always be telling me like, oh, so and so, like this street's that, and I'm like, what the fuck? I would have never known.
Bro, that's crazy you say that because I remember when our parents did come and they were in those apartments or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if my dad was referring to that he was living there and he was outside or like I guess where I'm living now on that one street. But he basically said that one time he was just chilling out there, just minding his business, and some like gang member pulled up to him and just started like, "Yo, why would you looking at me? You want beef?" But he was like, I guess Hispanic too, and he's like, "Yo, we should fight." And my dad was like, "Nah, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, He's like, "Yeah, oh yeah," and he was like, "Yeah, like basically threatening him like kill type shit though.
Damn.
Like, yo, I'll kill you, some shit like that." And then I guess my mom came out, and then basically it was like, "Nah, we don't want no beef." Like, and they went inside, and that was it. But I think within like 2 or 3 days, they were telling me that dude actually ended up like killing someone.
Oh, what the
But he was on some crazy shit. Like, who does that?
Obviously, wasn't fucking right in the mind.
It's like, oh, what? And I'm like, let's go at it right here, and just saying crazy shit, like to a random person. He was just, I don't know, on some crazy shit. But yeah, you're right. Ogden back in the day, those where we used to live, was filled with some crazy shit.
Yeah, there was some crazy shit. I feel like as kids we got away with a lot because kids they wouldn't really fuck with. But even then, you can come across the wrong,
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time.
I feel like the only thing back then was teenagers that we had to look out for that were like in that shit because they wouldn't give a fuck. They'd fuck with us.
Oh, for sure.
Back then, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I remember when we almost get jumped, huh?
Oh yeah, that was funny. That wasn't funny, but thinking about it now, it's funny. Yeah, that was sketch.
That was some crazy shit. What school was that again? Odyssey.
I wonder what would have happened if we would just like
got our cake teeth in, or what the hell I said?
You think?
For sure, we would have got our ass beat. What the hell? For sure.
Sometimes I think I'm like, I feel like as kids, like I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess let's get some context to the people, man. I know this is a little different, but hopefully we could all learn and avoid some dangerous scenarios. So basically, it was some type of, I think, celebration. I think it was a Hispanic celebration, if I'm not mistaken. You know how they had those girls with the dresses and shit?
Yeah.
Something like that. So basically, I think it was the school with the spaceship in it. Or outside of it. I don't think it's actually in it. I think it's Odyssey. I might be tweaking out. I don't know. But essentially, it was me, you, old homie Nick, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the old homie Angelo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was 4 of us. And we're just, just chilling, doing our little thing. And then we had those really popular in Hispanic culture, those, I don't even know, tamarind candies, tamarindo candies.
Oh, yeah.
With the yellow shits, right? The yellow tube. I think your dad even put them in some shit.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to figure out what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, one of these random kids like was walking by eating one of those, and I remember one of the homies that was with us. Mm-hmm. Just always talking shit. You know how kids are, just talking shit, all that. And he basically told him he looked like he was eating like some shit or something like that, right?
Mm.
These fools got offended. It was 4 of us. It was 2 of them, and they were like, "Hey, he was like, you know what?" And like going back and forth, just wait there or some shit.
Mm.
And then they dipped.
I really don't remember a lot of this,
No, I
honestly.
dead ass remember this shit because I was like, what the fuck, bro? And yeah, and then in my head, I was just like, something kind of went off, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean wait there? And that kind of was like sketched out. I was like, yo, we got to get the fuck out of here. So that's when all of us, we ran into where all the parents and the
Mm.
event was going.
I just remember, I think at one point we like seen the kids, and then we seen like a flock of like
That's
a
the
bunch
next
of
point.
other kids.
It
But
wasn't even
isn't
kids.
isn't that when we ran into the like where the parents were and stuff?
No, we already dipped at that point.
Oh, okay.
That's when we were obviously seeing where we were just at.
Hmm.
And then that's when those 2 kids, amongst older kids as well, probably teenagers at the time.
Dude, I remember like 20 of them plus.
It was a shit ton, bro. I could not believe that shit. It was like you said, a mob. And it was all, I think, those little gangster ass, gang ass shit,
Yeah.
And yeah, we almost we got jumped. I remember those 2 kids like saw us and like where all the parents were, but they didn't say shit, obviously, But I remember being like, bruh, I feel like we could have died or some shit,
We drove there too, huh, with your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy ass little
I feel like when in situations like that, which might be bad, but I've always been like the person like if I didn't say shit, I'm just like I don't got nothing to do with it.
That's
Like,
what you think, but if they're with you, the ops is with the ops. You got to get the fuck out.
yeah.
Now you got to get out of there, bro. I would not risk
I
it.
think at that point I just wasn't like I was just
Nah.
like, what the fuck?
No, I dead ass was on some like, yo, hell no. I don't know. Thankfully, something went off and we just had to get the hell out of there. But I cannot imagine what would have happened, to be honest with you, if that would have occurred.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah, it's a story now. Thankfully, nothing happened.
Yeah, so just look back on shit. We were like what, 12 maybe?
Yeah, bro. Literally
Around there.
12. So
Pretty young. Yeah. I don't even think. Yeah, I think at that point I was going to the other school, like Walkway.
already. Oh, that was like some middle school shit, huh? Maybe like 6th, 7th grade around there. Probably.
Yeah, maybe even younger than that. I can't remember honestly.
Yeah.
My memory's kind of like lost with stuff like that now. I'm starting to lose that kind of memory. Like I'll get like flashbacks here and there, but I definitely have like a long term memory better than short. I don't know. How's your memory?
I feel like I don't really be reflecting too much on like random things like that sometimes, but sometimes there's like triggers where I'm like, oh shit. Like for example, when you were talking about that one ghetto store where we used to live at their apartments, I feel like that like instantly I had like 3 memories pop in my head type shit, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? So like even like going in there, like I don't remember going in there, but I do remember being in the driveway.
Obviously not living there, right? Because you were like one.
No. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember nothing like that. I guess that's a good pivot. Do you know what your earliest memory is?
I think it was in the house. Yeah.
Really, you remember that?
Yeah, because I was like 2, I think. And
I don't remember shit when I was 2.
I remember mom leaving, like to go to work, because she like work in the evenings cleaning the courthouse. And I think I remember like her leaving, and I just like literally be looking out the window,
Just waiting for her.
Yeah.
Damn, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I probably remember because I think I was crying as a little kid. Like my mom was like leaving, she's like, "Fuck, I don't want to be here,"
Yeah.
But that's like the earliest, and then that's like the only memory I have in that house. And then at 3 years old, we were in the Ogden house. I remember when we first moved in there, me sitting in a basket for some reason with like a laundry basket, just like sitting in there with like a blanket in there, and that's like the only thing I have in that house until like I was like maybe older, 5 or something like that. But yeah, 2 and 3, those are like the 2 memories that I have like that I can recall.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything like that from that young, to be honest. So that's pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah.
All right, good ass memory. Now we'll see. Hopefully, we still remember shit when we're old as hell. So
yeah, that's where my freaking head got slit open in that apartment. I was a little kid, just barely learning how to walk, and my brother had like I think it was like a Chevy Blazer or something like that with the door open. He was putting like a sound system in or something because he was just a teenager messing around, and he was babysitting me, and I walked into the door because the door is about the height of where my head was at that age, and slid it open, and he didn't know what the hell to do, so he like grabbed duct tape and I think just taped my shit shut until my mom got home, and then it never really got stitches or nothing. It probably should have had stitches because to this day it's almost like it's healed, but obviously it's like a
Good
big
scar.
scar. Yeah, I don't know what side it's on, but
Yeah, I was about to say you can't really notice it after the years.
it might be on. I don't know.
I think it's that one, but I don't really see it anymore.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's a fact.
I
Holy
don't
shit.
remember that, but that's one thing that I always recall back seeing that scar. It's like, oh, that should happen at that
That
house.
one house.
And then it burnt down those apartments. They made a they
Oh,
made a pretty new house a couple years ago. Well, not even new now. It's like probably 10 years ago they made that
got you.
house there
Yeah, I don't
on
even
that
know the
property.
exact locations. You'll have to pull up one day. Well, not pull up, just drive by him. That one's right here.
Yeah,
Okay. Dope, brother.
good times in Ogden, man.
Yeah, bro. Well, we did have a QA segment this week, bro. You trying to get into it?
Let's get into it, man.
Awesome, bro. So to be honest with you, we didn't have too many questions, but we did have some anonymous ones, and then I threw in some anonymous questions as well. But I'm not gonna
Sweet.
say whose is what. So
Obviously. All right,
we will get to it, brother. So
let's get into them.
let's get it. So first one, what song do you know every word to and can sing without any music?
Damn, I don't think I got any song. Like, I'm so bad with music.
Yeah.
I'm such like a listener that even like if I try to think of like, oh man, what's that game where is it charades? Not charades. There's like those games that you like they play that song or whatever, and then they stop it, and you have to keep singing the rest.
Oh.
I would lose every fucking round. I see people playing that shit, and I've been always thought like, what song do I know? That's kind of funny you brought that up. That you literally know the words to, and if anything, it might be like older Juice World.
That was, yeah, I feel like older Juice World or Lil Uzi for me. Older Lil Uzi.
Yeah,
No shit like that.
that's
That's some
probably
shit.
the only shit that
Damn, all right,
I would
brother.
know the words to. How about you? Is
Yeah,
just
same
Lil Uzi?
around
Yeah.
there. Lil Uzi or Juice World, probably. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with is there a song that you keep on repeat or go back to, or is you just not really into shit like that?
Not really, man.
No?
It's just when it comes on. I think back then, just the time, it was like was popping, and I remember just thinking at the time I was just like after a breakup single, and I was just
That shit was
always by
hitting.
myself, always listening to
That
music.
shit was hitting.
So that shit just got engraved, you know. But nowadays, I'm always working. I don't even listen to music. I just put shit in the background just to have,
Damn.
so that people don't walk in and it's just like pitch quiet.
Yeah.
Because if it's for me, I'd probably just work in pitch quiet, honestly.
For real?
Dude,
Fuck that, papa.
my brain's already playing a bunch of shit in his head. So,
Nah, I even to this day I use music to motivate me. If I'm like at work, I swear it makes my day go by faster. I enjoy my day more. I literally feel more energetic. It's so weird how easily music can like influence my mood. Like if I'm having a shitty day and I'm like antisocial and I'm like starting to hear some music, that shit could change my mood. It's so weird. I've noticed that shit in myself where it's like that powerful, but yeah, music's the shit for me.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely. Yeah, I love music at the same time, but I just never really know what to play anymore. And yeah, I just feel like sometimes I can drive home with no music sometimes.
Oh, sometimes I do that just
Windows
because
down
it's,
and
it's
just
nice.
just chilling.
Yeah,
But
I can see that.
But then I get home and I'm like, fuck, I'm fucking psycho or some shit. Like, I just really drove home with no music on. Because some people, that sounds crazy to some people.
100%, yeah.
They live by music. They have to listen to something.
Do you have to have
times.
something in the background, the TV on or
Yeah.
some shit? Yeah, I feel like to that extent, it may not be as good because you also want to be knowing that you can just be still and not always have to be on some distraction shit. But no, I get you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty. I don't know if you would know anything like this, but what's the strangest gift you have received?
Strangest gift? Would you say like just like anything, like a birthday gift, Christmas gift?
Anything, yeah. You just got a gift. Here's the weirdest, strangest, I guess.
Damn, let's see. Trying to think back all the years. What have I gotten? I feel like it would be it was actually like a Christmas party with work. And I forget what they call this game, but basically everybody puts their name in, right? Or somebody does for you, and then you pick a name out and you only know who it is for. And at the Christmas party you show up and you give them a gift, like an exchange thing.
Oh, the white elephant.
Yeah, but it's something like that, but it can only be something like that you have around the house. Like it can't be like you can't spend money on it. Because we're not trying to make people go broke, I guess that was the thing.
Yeah, like around under $20 is usually the typical one.
Well, yeah, but this thing was like no cash. Like, yeah.
You had to get something from your house.
Yeah, because the point was like we don't want to put nobody in a spot where we have to go buy something now for someone. Like I don't want to even play this because I don't got money. So,
got you.
But yeah, I got a mug. This
is
somebody's mug from their house.
Oh shit!
Like a used really mug. I was just like, cool. I think it's still around the house too. I think my mom liked it because it was like kind of smaller, and
Got you.
I mean, it wasn't like old and fucking like used and beat up, but it was just random and weird. Just
Got you. Damn,
how about
okay.
you?
Well, for Christmas, I remember someone gave me, I think it was like a cheap ass blanket, and I was straight looking at that shit. I think as a kid, you kind of take offense to that shit. You're a kid, you want like
Yeah.
toys and shit, or
Oh, as a kid, you got
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. This was a
Oh,
kid, yeah, as a kid. Growing up, I really don't care. Blanket, fuck it, why not? But
mm.
as a kid, you want like toys and shit.
Like what?
Remember, someone gave me a blanket, bro, and I got pissed, bro. I was like, yo, I'm gonna give this shit to the dog, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. But you kind of made me when you said the mug. Someone did give me some random ass like four cups from a movie I've never watched before,
Mm.
and I literally was like, I don't even
Nice.
want to use this shit, And I
Yeah.
literally had it, I think, up on a cabinet for 2 years until someone just, I was like, hey, you want them? And they took them and
Oh,
shit. So, but yeah, this would probably be the random gifts: a blanket and some cups, brother.
yeah. Those are the mod ones.
Yeah. Alrighty, we'll go to the next one. Okay, this is kind of cool. What's the most interesting piece of trivia you know? Like it could be anything, random information where you know something about where it's just interesting.
Hmm. Let's see here.
It could be like,
What?
oh, did you know that the pilgrims back in the day used to eat with
Yeah.
their fork with only two freaking what do you even call that?
Prongs or some
Prongs. Yeah, yeah,
shit.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Some random shit like that. Something
Hmm.
that you know interested
No.
in with.
Trying to think of some shit. Maybe skip for me for right now. What? Did you have something on mind?
Yeah, something recent actually.
Okay. Let's see.
It was I was watching a little docu series from Rome back in the day,
Okay.
and I think it was basically there was three powerful people. This is before they had emperors and shit. I think they called it a republic when they had like Congress or not the Senate. The Senate. There you go. The
Hmm.
Senate. But basically, it was like three dudes that were trying to go up in power. It was Magnus Poppy or some shit like that, Julius Caesar, and some other dude named Cassus or some shit like that, I believe.
Hmm.
So basically, this dude Julius Caesar got like kind of kicked out a little bit because he was kind of imposing his will or whatever the fuck on the Senate,
Yeah.
and they didn't like that. You're forcing people to make decisions. So they kind of were like, "Yo, you gotta dip." So they ended up leaving him. So he got to choose where he went. So he went to basically try to at this time conquer Italy for Rome.
Hmm.
And then yeah, he's basically was doing his thing, capturing a bunch of crazy shit. And yeah, he came back and he was good to go. He got a lot of influence and power. And back then there wasn't just one head; it was
Yeah.
the Senate and like dudes trying to come up. But basically, there was the other dude Cassis kind of got like jealous of that shit, so wanted to go try to take some other country over here to the east, and he actually failed. They actually killed his whole army.
Oh shit.
And dude, this was like some movie shit when I learned about this.
Sounds like a movie.
No, this is the point that fucks me up. They ended up capturing that dude, Cassis, and you know how they killed him?
Hmm.
They ended up melting gold into like lava or whatever the fuck you want to call
Oh
molten
shit.
gold,
Hmm.
and they ended up opening his mouth
Oh,
and
what
pouring
the
that shit in
fuck?
his throat.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
And I was just like, yo, that is a crazy way. And the reason they did that is to show like the greediness of him.
Mm.
So they poured it. They're like, oh, you want
You want this
gold?
power money? Yeah.
They killed him that way. And I was just, when I heard about that shit, I had to pause that video and be like, what the fuck? I was like, that's a movie shit. But that
That's
actually happened. But yeah, that's probably the most interesting shit I probably know. I don't know.
shit. I can't think of nothing, man. But that sounds pretty crazy. The only thing I
Yeah.
could think of is that damn freaking haunted room I stayed in at the beginning of the year. I did a whole bunch of research on that thing. Came across.
Oh, yeah. But put us
Uh,
on. Put us on.
It was at that Salt Lake dude. Basically, he was like a
While we
leader.
were down there, though. While we were down there.
For New Year's.
So
We
for New
had
Year's, we stayed at a random ass hotel in Salt Lake, right?
yeah the Holiday Inn, which used to be called the oh man, I just went blank now. The show or no the Shine, something like that.
Got you.
Yeah, some shit like that. And this guy, I guess, this male dude, husband and wife. He used to be a leader of a what do they call those groups?
Oh, it's like a cult or
A
something?
cult. Yes, yes. He used to be leader of a cult,
Okay.
and basically he was using all these funds. I mean, don't quote me if I'm on this shit, but I believe he was considering or doing some kind of fraud here, and they kind of I think the government caught on to him or the state or some shit. Basically, he was taking all this money and just fucking literally putting it into his own pockets or some shit.
Got you.
And I guess they had sent like a warrant or some shit to his house. I guess they were staying at that hotel, the Shine, used to be or the Show. It used to be something like that. I guess it used to be like a apartment back then. Not apartment, but yeah, we call them like, I guess back then, yeah, it was just apartments. But you can also motels,
Got you. Okay, okay.
maybe something like that, where it's like a hotel still, but you could stay in it for a longer term. And they were staying on the room I stayed in, and then the next one next door. They had both of those. And I think at that point, he had basically told his wife that he was gonna kill himself,
Damn.
or I think he might have just like, "I'll be back," never came back. So he went and drove up like, I think it's, I'm not sure what canyon it is. I want to say it's like the one up by like the Hogo Zoo,
Mm-hmm.
that canyon, and then just literally kill himself, carbon monoxide in his truck. Basically, ran a pipe probably inside the truck and
Yeah.
offed himself that way, because I think he had like some I think, yeah, I think like the FBI or some shit was basically gonna come after him. They had like a
Got you.
warrant or some shit.
So that yeah, he was like, this was kind of like the last thing he.
Yeah, and pretty much told the wife like, deal with it, like take care of what you got to do, I guess. And she decided to make all the kids jump off the hotel.
Jesus Christ.
What was that, 11th floor, 12th floor that was on, some shit. So they all jumped on. I think it's, I'm not sure what that street is, but literally just run right there downtown Salt Lake. All 6 kids, and including her, jumped, and I think the youngest or second youngest survived, and to
What?
this day still lives, but she's like mentally handicapped or something like that now.
Yeah, that's some crazy ass shit, bro.
But yeah, the thing is,
That shit fucked you up because you stayed in it though, huh?
what fucked me up is that everything was connecting as I was there,
Nah.
because I'd seen this like haunting show in the past, and like, oh, the haunting of like Salt Lake City, like this chick that would go around like different places,
Oh, do like a little
Colorado,
tour.
Arizona, and she's like, Salt Lake City, Utah, and all this. And as I recognized the room, because she went there like recently, like 3 years ago maybe. And as I was sitting in the room with you guys, I was like literally like, I've seen this before. Kind of like how we were talking about the gas station. I feel like I walked in there before and I know what it looks like. And then I was like, no fucking way. And then I quickly looked up the thing as I was sitting there. I think I told your cousin Teto or somebody like that about it. And yeah, sure enough. And then what screwed me up more is that I literally said like on the 11th floor, whatever floor I was staying on. And I was like, yo, why the fuck out of everybody that got a room, I'm the only one that got it up there.
Yeah, that is so weird actually.
All you guys got the third floor
Third,
or the
all of us. It
fourth.
was the third, yeah.
Didn't one of you guys get the second floor or something like that? Or like the fourth, something like that? Anyways,
I don't know.
I was the only one that got the 11th floor, and I literally
Literally.
stayed on one of the rooms that I didn't stay in the room. I don't think that where they jumped out of, but the one that next to it that they were also using for themselves.
Shit, bro. If I
Well,
was the hotel, I would have blocked that room and
you would think. I mean, obviously it's probably good now, but you gotta think people go there to fuck around with this stuff.
yeah, see
They
if there's
go there
some
with recorders and shit just to
there's
see if they
energy
can.
things.
So they're like bringing. I mean, I don't. I want to say I don't really believe in that stuff, but at the same time, like,
You don't want to fuck with it and find out.
exactly.
That's a fact. Me,
And
I'm the same
people
way.
are probably bringing shit. I would think you're bringing stuff into it, if you're fucking around with it. So
Yeah, you hear shit sometimes, but like you said, yeah, fuck around and find out. We don't wanna fuck around and find out.
I'm good,
We'd
man.
rather not go down that way, you know.
But I remember after that, I did some research on that shit, and I was like, nice,
Just
good,
a
good
little
way to
throw 'em
start
out for
the
a
year.
sec.
Yeah, right at the beginning of the year, I was like,
Yeah, that's it. That is crazy.
but
Hey,
yeah,
you made it out. You good, bro?
yeah,
That is some random ass trivia.
that's probably the only
The
random
darkest
thing.
trivia I think I've heard, but hey, shout out.
Yeah, and it's I had a lot of it more basically. I had it all in my head at the beginning of the year, but now it's kind of all lost. Now,
Yeah, you made it.
but yeah,
You good?
we good.
You're like it's something I just went through.
I
Damn. All
I
right.
drove by there the other day too, and I was just like, damn, right there, man, literally.
Yeah, some crazy shit, bro.
I think
Yeah,
it was like
it's,
2 weeks ago when we were down there for. I think I told you went to go eat down there in Salt Lake, and
they be actually having like those ghost tours and shit like that. I don't know if they still do them, but I would assume so. Like in Ogden, I think they go down to the tunnels
that's
and
one
shit.
thing I would love to learn.
We should go
That whole
if they
shit.
still have them, because I guess they're connected to that one hotel where I think it was Al Capone or some gangster from back in the day would go to.
Mhm.
It's the Ben Lomond one, actually.
Yeah,
I think there's like some shit that connects that to like the 25th ones.
yeah,
So
and
I
then
think they could flee
yeah,
and
because they
shit.
start at the Union Station.
Oh, I think they go to Ogden High too, no?
Yeah, they go all the way higher.
Oh, shit.
that crazy? There's tunnels from Ogden High all the way
I
to.
forgot about that.
They
Yeah.
capsulated them when they remodeled it though,
Oh, really?
because it was underneath the auditorium. You know how the auditorium's like
Oh.
this, like the chairs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So all under that was hollow. Because yeah, I think it's like a stairway, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Underneath the stairs, it's always hollow, and it's
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
like a closet or some shit. And that's where they had like a bunch of tanks of like water, food, because that was basically a fucking in case of
Mm.
a emergency. That was like a what do you call those? Like a
Yeah.
safe
Got you.
place.
Yeah, let's call it. I don't want to call it a safe house, but some shit like that.
Yeah, so they had a bunch of food there. So when they remodeled it, they threw all that shit away because they basically considered like from this day on, this is not now a shelter. That's what I guess what it was.
Oh, shelter. Okay.
But yeah, it had the tunnels that connected from there all the way to 21st Street,
That's some crazy
and
shit. Yeah, we should check that
they
out.
capsulated
That
them.
sounds hella interesting, actually. I'm down. I remember we tried to
That'd
check the
be
ones out in
that'd
Seattle.
be crazy as fuck. Would if you had a chance to go down there with like let's say you, someone that knew about the things, the tunnels, and some other person. Let's say it's four of us, but
Me
one.
and you and two others. I'm down as long as it's no like weird. Let's try to find a ghost shit.
No,
Fuck
but
no.
this is like
Hell no.
something that
Fuck no.
you sneak in and nobody knows you went down there.
Am I with someone that knows?
They think they know, yeah. Let's
They
say.
think? Nah, they gotta know,
Let's
Papa.
say they're like 40 or 50 and they've heard about these
Heard? Nah, hell
and
nah.
now they
Nah, nah,
finally
nah, nah.
achieved the time to sneak in and get no.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. If it's like an actual tour, I'm down. But if it's some random ass dude that claims he heard something, hell no, I'm good. Because you never know what the fuck's down there. Or if you could get trapped or lost.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You sending it?
Say fuck it.
With someone that just heard about some shit?
I believe them. I mean,
Oh,
I take
jeez.
like at least
Would
fucking
you
like
go far as hell?
5 flashlights and
Would you go far as hell as long
hey,
as you
our
can?
watch, my watch, don't these like track back?
It could be amazing there. That's the thing, though.
They track you back to the starting point. I just don't know if GPS like gets down there, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
That's
You
it.
you fucking me up a little bit.
I'd get a little. Oh no, fuck, I'm thinking of scary stories. That's not scary stories, but scary movies where I'd say I'd leave a little string. You seen that? People they get rolls of yarn, and like if they're going through like a tunnel or some shit.
Oh, I see those in hiking all the time. They put
Yeah,
like little red ribbons everywhere to
not
track.
even that, but just like a straight piece of yarn, like
Oh, and they
string.
follow it type
Because
shit?
there's a bunch of like mining tunnels and shit like that people that are abandoned, like here in Utah. You can go in them, but they fucking go up, down. You can be in there for fucking days and get lost.
Oh, hell
So
no,
what they
bro.
do is get string and literally just leave, unwinding the string as they're walking, and obviously to walk out, you just follow the string back. But imagine like you're going back and
Cut.
it's cut. Oh
Oh,
shit!
nah.
There's a scary movie that I
I'm
think I saw
shitting
something
brick.
like that.
Yeah, that sounds like some scary shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but those trails are interesting because they're there for a reason. I think it was because of I think the whole Cold War, like they were just like a shelter in a way to
Yeah, that's a fact.
safety. So,
Yeah, even like when I went in San Francisco, they had bunkers
mm,
there, like right next to like the ocean front,
mm,
in case there was an invasion. And it was crazy to see that shit though.
mm.
It's like damn, like it's right by the Golden Gate Bridge, like big ass concrete ass like bunkers and shit
Oh,
in
with like
there.
openings to like shoot down
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii has that shit all over the island.
Oh, for real?
Bunch of those, like yeah.
Just ready to go? Huh? Well,
Hmm.
obviously they don't use them now, but back in the day, them shits was active, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of a story.
PR has them too.
It's not even. Oh, for real? They're all over those islands.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was a story necessarily, but it happened. But back in the day, I guess New York has been shifting and shit like that.
Mm.
But let's just say that the New York buildings that you see now, like the first floor isn't actually the first floor considering like the old ass buildings.
Mm.
Like the old ass buildings, the first floor is actually like a floor below.
Mm.
So there's actually like this whole crazy ass. It's either New York or Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. I know Seattle for sure has it because we try to do the tours.
Yeah.
I think it was Seattle. Let's just go with that because I remember there was like some type of flood or some shit,
Yeah.
and it kind of like I don't know, would you say stacked dirt and all
Everything
that?
fucking sank. Yeah.
Yeah, everything sank. So essentially, what happened
I
is,
think it is Seattle. Yeah.
yeah, it literally is the first floor isn't actually the first floor. It's like the second or third, but it looks like the first floor now. But there's like hidden levels underneath and connecting and crazy shit like that. Damn, dude, we need to go back and check that shit out. Actually,
Yeah. I heard Houston or one of those, either Houston or Miami, like one of those places down there, is basically getting flooded in a way because I think the shit's sinking, but it doesn't help also that the water level's fucking rising.
yeah,
And they say like by X amount of years, that shit won't even be there anymore. It'll be like all. It's not gonna be gone, but basically the streets are gonna be with water. At that point, you can't really.
Yeah, you don't know what the
It's
hell.
not like you can build on top of that and keep going now. So that's kind of crazy with time. Just shit starts sinking or things change.
Yeah, the shifts, bro. Yeah, because I was watching it was like a Roman tour.
Hmm.
I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna watch a Roman tour, but like to this like 2022 or something.
Okay.
So it's like people actually, oh, this was where this was at, but they were showing an image of where this one building, and it's like it's like the first floor, but underneath there's like two floors under that. And this was what, like maybe 2,000 years ago, and they're saying, yeah, after 2,000 years, the floor actually does shift a little bit. So like some of the buildings actually kind of went like below, and maybe someone up,
Yeah.
But it was just crazy to see all that shit, all that movement.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Yeah, it's like all that pyramid stuff. The what's the one called that has? I'm not sure if you know about it. That has like the. It looks like it's like a lion or some shit, but
Oh,
it's
the
got
Sphinx?
like the Sphinx building. Yeah, that shit they keep digging up, and like that shit literally goes down like
Just
a
keeps
fuck
going.
ton. Yeah, so that shit's like literally been flooded in a way, but by sand, just by like
Oh,
sandstorms,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it literally just been building up.
That'd be
But
some crazy shit to check out.
and sometimes they say that they were saying like that has been buried on purpose, like they buried it on purpose. But there's just so much shit with that place over there that is so interesting because that's literally the only thing. Well, one of the few, things we have on Earth that was here before us.
Mm,
Well, we think, right? Before, like, I guess people started discovering it and learning about it. Because obviously there's people way before us and
yeah.
before that, but
A lot of shit we don't know.
yeah, an
The
exclamation.
catacombs from Europe too. There's like a bunch of dead people down there and shit.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? Like, all right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
there we go.
That's the tunnels, right? They were built with skeletons.
Yeah, the catacombs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy shit out there. I feel like, yeah, we need to learn some more history eventually. Shit, let's just go. We'll go eventually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna fuck you up with a different question, bro.
Bring it on.
If you were to perform in a circus, what would you do?
Oh shit! In a circus, damn.
You know?
Definitely not fuck around with a lion. Definitely not that one. Shit. I'd probably just be like a goofy clown, man.
Clown ass fool.
Just be a goofy clown, just
doing your thing.
yeah. Having
Okay.
a squeaky nose and
There you go.
I don't know, man. I see like a lot of these circus things and like the stunt dudes that be like doing like the weird.
Oh,
It's like it
the
looks like
circle thing.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck you would even call that thing.
Yeah.
Looks like an hourglass that goes in circles and
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
they'd be eating
They
shit
be
off
jumping off
that.
of
And
those and all that.
there's the dudes in the bikes inside the cage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck that. They have the people that fuck around with a lion. I haven't been to a circus in for a while,
Same,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie,
What else
bro.
goes on in a circus?
Yeah, those
How do they even
gymnastic ass people.
start a circus off? Do they come out, hey, welcome to the
Yeah, I think it's
circus.
something like that. Hey,
Enjoy the show.
welcome.
And they just
Yeah,
start weird shit, or is it like based off a whole thing?
it's like the same shit everywhere. They basically just go across city. I remember it was the greatest show on Earth, I believe it was called, and that was like the circus that always come. You would always get those free circus tickets. You know what I'm
I
talking
haven't
about?
seen those in a while.
Yeah, I think they stopped. I think
They used
they're
to fucking put them in stores everywhere.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, that shit stopped. I remember they actually sued the state of Utah once. That circus.
That circus?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because their thing was the greatest show on Earth,
Uh-huh.
and then Utah said greatest snow on Earth.
Ah.
So it's like a copyright / trademark infringement. So they actually ended up fighting, and I think Utah won. Well, one, they're this fucking state,
Yeah.
and then two, they actually were like, "Hey, prove why you actually have the greatest snow." Then,
Hmm.
and then they did because of the Great Salt Lake and
Hmm.
how the salt and it's like a perfect amount, and when it lands, it makes it more fluffy than other places, and some crazy shit
Damn.
like that. But
Okay. They didn't even know the fucking Great Salt Lake had to do with this, though.
yeah, I guess here it's way better because there's some
Yeah.
a little salt, and it's not like I'm saying there's a fucking bunch of salt like that gets sent to the clouds, because not most of it's gonna stay behind.
But basically, all the humidity that comes out of the Great
Yeah,
Salt
there's like
Lake.
some little slight thing that makes the snow more fluffier than if it weren't. It's like more packed essentially.
Okay.
So it's more powdery, and obviously when you're on powder, holy shit, you're gliding on that shit. So
Yeah.
that's why kind of they did that. But yeah, the circus shit, I'd probably say like the tightrope shit. As long as there's a net below me. If not, fuck that.
Hey, well, what about the no net?
No net. Hey,
Fuck it.
we're risking it for the biscuit, bro. Fuck it.
Fuck.
Let's play.
Yeah, usually that have a net under there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gotta that's gotta be embarrassing as fuck, even if you like fall with the net, because it's like,
Oh, you failed, huh?
guy's a clown, get him out.
Get him out. Get him out. But
Yeah.
nah, okay.
Were you gonna be the guy playing with the knives in there?
I could probably see myself doing that, but that one I might stab myself, to be
Juggling some
honest.
knives
Yeah.
while you're
Oh, there's
on.
a dude that swallows swords and shit too.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit, brother.
Yeah, I'll stick to the simple shit, man.
Okay. Alrighty. Last question. Again, these are all been anonymous.
Yeah.
One or two may have been for me, so I'm not gonna say which ones. But all right, last one though. If you could add 1 hour to your day, what would you do with it?
Ooh, 1 hour to the
1 hour,
day.
dude.
Let's see. What would I use this precious hour for? I think the one thing I would want to do more that I don't do now, I'd probably use it to, I don't know if an hour's enough. I guess it's probably enough. I'd say like a workout.
Oh shit.
Like, that'd be like, it had to be like something where just like it's an hour. It's like not even like I'm using my phone type thing. Because if you're using your phone,
Yeah, valeu.
yeah, I think that'd be mine. Because I'm trying to think like something year round.
Yeah.
Because I would say like walk the dogs, be kind of cool. Have time like in 1 hour a day just to like do this like in the morning, let's say. But
I see that. I see that. I feel like it would be something like that. I'd say maybe go on walks, read a book, maybe an extra hour of sleep, maybe more time for myself. But what I've noticed myself doing is I'm like, oh, I'm trying to go on more walks and shit, but I usually don't like leaving or like doing some other thing when I know I have shit to do, if that makes sense. So I usually try to get everything out first by the time it's time to chill. But by the time it's time to chill, it's like 10:30, 11, and I don't go on the walk anymore. So I feel like I need to maybe prioritize the walk because maybe it is actually more beneficial than I think, I guess.
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
then you feel like you're more behind now because
exactly. I think that anxiety where it's like it doesn't
yeah.
even allow me to enjoy the walk because sometimes I do go out and I'm just outside. I'm like, oh shit, there's the sun. But even today I was like, shit, I should go outside. But it's like, bro, like you got a shit ton of shit to do, bro. So I was just like, nah, I can't do that today. But
Yeah, I mean, one thing though, I feel like definitely gotta separate that before it gets bad, because it's gonna get to a point where you're like me, where
yeah,
it just takes over in a way.
just I got to do this.
Yeah, you feel like
You
yeah,
have to.
you'll never, because I always have that in my head, like the guilt, like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and yeah, I go and hang out with a friend or something, or go for a walk, hiking. I know I'm not gonna come back and do it, so it's like I just stay working, I guess,
Yeah,
until it's done.
and
But
then you
then
never go out.
and then you never go out, and then your work only keep getting more busy, more busy, more busy, and
Got
basically
you.
you're trapped now. So there's
Damn.
got to be a process here, since you're like still at the beginning process of it, that
That I could.
you got to figure out something that I didn't figure out, I guess. But
Well, that's the bad part because look, I could. Okay, one solution is wake up earlier, right? I have
yeah,
more time, but at the end of the day, I have 1 hour less of time
yeah,
where I would spend more time. So it's like, yeah, you're right though. It's prioritizing and
yeah, it's
you
tough.
know, I don't know, trusting the process, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can. I mean, there's a way to do it all. Obviously, it's just a matter of
Yeah,
figuring it
that's
out
true.
and
You could always make time too.
figuring out the priorities in your head. I think the head is fucking the what do you call it? Yeah, just like the mind is fucking crazy.
It's some crazy
To
shit,
me,
bro.
I've been realizing recently, like my head's fucked up. like, like with all the stress, dude. Like you just like don't know where to prioritize shit. You're just like you literally like I find myself where I'm just like, yo, like what the fuck you doing, man? Like snap out of it. Like you're fucking just overthinking it.
Yeah.
Just do it. I'll be like, wait, should I do this? No, should I do this? I need to do this? And I'm like,
And you just
stop.
like anguish, like you're just like fuck, like
Yeah, it's almost like fuck. I need to be on a fucking, I don't know, something. An Adderall pill that doesn't fucking you up, something that helps you concentrate, because it's literally like you
you're
can't
just all over
concentrate.
the
Yeah,
place.
it's a mess.
I feel like I found myself doing that shit too. It's like you're literally just battling with yourself, but it's like, bro, just chill. Literally, just chill.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
fight.
I have in the past, but like recently is when I've been noticing, like now, where I'm like, I literally like, I think today I was wrapping a panel, and I was getting to the point where I was kind of getting lower, so I was on a kneel, And then I was like, fuck it, no. I'm like, it's just gonna waste more time. I'm gonna go grab the knee pad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I was literally in a minute. I was just like, do I kneel? Do I just go grab
Oh,
the
you're
thing?
just
Do I
stuck
do
for
I
a sec.
kneel? Do I? I literally like 2 times, bro. I was just like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, go grab that thing. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
either kneel or go grab that shit. But like, my head's just like, it doesn't know
yeah.
what to do
Yeah, just like
sometimes. It
stuck.
just, yeah, it's simple shit like that sometimes. Just overthinking things, you know.
Yeah, bro. I'm guilty of that too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, it's the more I've been, feeding my shit with my plate, I guess, with work, it's just hard to figure out where to put your time, I guess, to it too. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have those phases, kind of like when I do. It's like you're working on something,
mm,
but you're not even really like there. You're kind of your mind's on some whole different, like thinking about some
yeah,
crazy shit. It's like, and then you kind of snap back. You're like, oh shit,
what am I doing? Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's some crazy shit. I know, like,
you didn't have that shit last year, huh?
I feel like maybe I wasn't aware enough, but it happens way more often
Yeah,
now, a
because
lot
definitely
more.
grinding a lot more this year. You've been obviously working on yourself, on your thing, still doing
Yeah,
work, and still trying to like just get more out of your days, I guess, this year. So I feel like you
100%.
definitely introducing yourself into
Some different shit for
some hectic
sure.
shit. But yeah, I feel like definitely this year it's been one of those years where it's like, damn, we're trying to find that limit right here. How much the shit can take.
Yeah, and it's always a trade off too, bro. It's always
Yeah,
a trade off, literally. So it's like, damn.
it's one thing or the other. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm as of right now, I've been risking it for the biscuit. So just giving it all. See what comes out of it. So
That's good, bro. I think I was hearing this somewhere where it's like each year that passes, you're probably gonna like look back and compare it obviously to other years,
yeah.
and then sometimes you're even gonna feel embarrassed
Hmm.
and be like, damn, like all that time I wasted back in the day. But then they kind of were like, don't even think about it like that because you're basically getting better each time. And
100%.
it's not
Yeah.
like you were going to be as effective as you are right now, right from the get go. It's
Hmm.
kind of like a muscle, bro. It's like I can't lift, like I could lift a pretty decent amount right now, but to think that if I could have just, when I started the gym, lifted as much as I can now, it's like dumb.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same shit with our mental capacity and how much like pressure, how much anxiety, how much business, how much
Hmm.
hours we work. It's literally like a muscle almost too. And then
Yeah.
someone kind of explained it that kind of like that, and I was like, oh, I don't feel, I guess, as bad anymore because I
Hmm.
was working back in the day and all that. But I look back and I'm like, fuck, I could have done so much more. Blah 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 blah.
But
Which
every year you've been, yeah.
it's yeah, if it, yeah, that's true. If it would have been like a trend where it's like downwards, then it's like, bruh, what are you doing? But
Yeah.
as long as it's progress is kind of the point, then you shouldn't be really tripping about it like that.
Yeah. I mean, I was always, because obviously everything we do at the end of the day is for money. Like everything we study, we, try to get better at, always seems to like just get better at something to make more money, to make our lives easier and have more freedom and stuff. And this year with all the tax crap I've been going through, I was looking back at all the years and it's like literally you don't see that part because we're just working, but it's like you said, like it's no matter of how much stress you bring on, you feel like you're almost not going nowhere, but like, you know, it's there. Like
Yeah.
what do they say? There's a phrase for it, but the proof is in the pudding or some shit
Mm.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but yeah, it's sometimes like this year I felt like, damn, like we're not even like progressing or doing like that. And then my accountant was telling me like, dude, like you're growing, like
Yeah, bro.
you're good. But even though it seems like we're slow or we're not like doing as much, but essentially like we are. It's just there's just more shit on the plate now. So it seems like
It's like the same thing, but it's not. I feel like what it is the discomfort that we used to feel
hmm,
starts to feel normal. So the new discomfort kind of takes the place for that feeling that we felt back in the day. So it
hmm,
feels the same, but it's literally the shit we felt back in the day is not uncomfortable anymore. So now it's a
yeah,
little bit more uncomfortable, but it's still uncomfortable. So that uncomfortable still feels like the uncomfortable back in the time.
yeah.
So it literally it's like, damn, I haven't moved with shit.
But
But yeah, you kind of have to look back a little bit and be like, oh
yeah, you got
shit.
to look back at things, that
Yeah.
because sometimes you always compare yourself with like your home, your living, like you still I don't know, you might have the same clothes, you might have,
Mm,
but you're not seeing like the other stuff you've made progress in life.
yeah. Even like the what they call it intangible, the things that are not physical as well.
Yeah, yeah, your
So it's like
knowledge, your yeah,
persistence, your worth ethic, your mindset, your
exactly.
all that shit.
We always have that thing to always compare or see things like the physical things that we can actually see, but It's not always about that. It's the other things. But yeah, it's
Some shit,
I don't know what we got talking about that, but
just progress, brother.
progress.
That's some shit though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're doing good though. We're doing good. You know,
Oh, the mine. Yeah, we're talking about the mine.
the mind's some crazy shit, bro.
The mine's was that based off the last question? I'm still trying to go back to how we even started talking about this. Was it based off a question?
The extra
Oh,
hour
the
of the
hour.
day.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, that is true though. It's just like I said, that extra hour is. It probably, if we did, honestly, if everyone did get an extra hour, we'd probably
Honestly,
not do anything different, to be
I
honest.
wish we can have like an extra 12 hours to the day. I think I would be pretty happy with that. But even then, like we're always greedy. We always want more.
Literally.
We get to 12 and you still want more.
Yep.
So
It's never enough.
never.
It's never
We're
enough.
just some greedy people, man.
That's how he is.
Maybe that's the question that you would ask a billionaire, you know? Like, what makes you keep wanting more? It's the greediness. Greediness. We always want more. It's like you can never be content with what you got. And
It's so true because at each level of income, you could literally buy something that you couldn't afford in the other one. So, for example, you're a millionaire. You can't afford a mega yacht.
not yet.
You can't.
No. Yeah, the
That's like some
billion.
billionaire shit, bro. A mega yacht, bro. That's some fucking crazy shit. Or like you can millionaires like if you're just on the single, it's kind of hard for them to own a private jet because them shits is like 2 million, 3 million, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's like, the next level up there. And then after that, there's a bigger jet. After that, there's a big ass commercial jet if you want
Yeah.
that shit. So it
It's just
literally,
crazy
it's
shit.
never stopped, bro. It's kind of fucked.
Yeah, man, the human just want more and more and more. Yeah, me and my helper were talking about that this week, because we have that customer that is pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
Probably for sure in the billionaire realm. And
I feel like he's
we
around there.
were saying, like, I was telling him, I was putting in perspective, like, dude, if you have that much money, like if you just have it and that's all you have for the rest of your life, you could probably spend at least 50,000 a day.
Oh, you Gucci.
And you're good for the next like 40 years. Like you won't finish it. That's spending $50,000 a day. And if you don't spend it for 2 days, then now you got 100,000 that you can spend the next day. If you don't spend it for the whole week, then you have 350,000 you can spend that weekend. But you won't run out of money for like the next. And I was putting in perspective for him. He's just like, holy shit! Like that's crazy to think. Like,
Yeah.
well,
It's kind of sad though because even like people that win the lottery, like say
yeah, that's what brought it up
15,
actually.
$20 million, they say fuck the 50K or whatever their thing is. They keep going above and beyond. It's like they spend that shit like it's harming them, like it's damaging them to have that shit,
I feel like if I got like a chunk of money like that, I think obviously I'd want to blow it right away immediately, but I feel like I'd almost like not believe it that I would not spend that shit. I'd probably just be like, I'll buy a house, like probably the value of what I live in currently, and just have it paid off, and then for sure buy me some cool whips. But that would just be like.
So if you got $10 million free and clear, that what you do? Get a house
10
kind of that you have in, get some nice cars that you've always wanted,
and then invest the rest and probably buy like, I don't know, an apartment complex or some shit that makes just money back without doing shit. I'd do more research, but off the top of my head, that's probably invested into something that's going to make money.
Something, yeah.
Some real estate.
Some smart shit.
Maybe just shops like what I have, because that seems like pretty profitable and easy to take care of, instead of a whole apartment complex where you got people moving out and leaving your shit fucked up.
Tenants, background checks.
Versus shit like this, right? I have
all that
like
shit.
You got 4 walls and a bathroom. You just repaint it and
that's true.
Get the next one in. You're not putting in new appliances, new carpet.
You kind of create yourself a job though, your property manager. But at the same time, you could always hire a property manager as well. But they do obviously take a percentage as well. Somewhere
for
high.
Apartments, I think you for sure need one.
For sure.
That's a lot of hassle.
For sure.
Think about having like a 50
units.
50 units. You got at least 1 or 2 calling. Versus like something like where I have right now, where the business is at, the shops.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's really nothing that can go wrong here, really.
Yeah, well, when I used to live their apartments, I don't know how many units they had, but let's say it was let's just say 50, probably around there.
Yeah, it probably was.
There was always an on-site property manager on there. So you could always, like, during certain hours, walk down and, I don't know what the hell you would want to talk to them.
Complaints or shit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my freaking sink isn't working, call the number, all that stuff. But, yeah, there is always someone on site when it gets to a certain amount. But obviously they leave after a minute. So
what would you do with 10 million?
10 million, probably the same shit, bro. To be honest, I feel like I know that 10 million is not gonna last me my full lifetime. like if I spend it.
Yeah.
So I have to be smart about it, and obviously, like you said, play some shit. But yeah, I would for sure buy myself a lot of time back though.
Hmm.
I would make sure,
Vacations and
no, not even that,
oh, what do
just
you mean?
my time, like rid myself of obligations I have now that aren't serving me, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. And just kind of go in, like, for example, a job, bro. Let's just say it, a freaking job. Like having a job is cool and all, but if you are disciplined enough to like, get out of that job and you have money to live off and you could actually still build something or work something, then you could do some dope shit. But the problem is that like 90% of the time, people are not going to do that shit. They're going to get
Hmm.
complacent. They're going to get, like you said, greedy, lazy. Because this has happened to like a lot of people. I believe it was, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but there was, back in the day, obviously Native Americans, this was their land, right?
Hmm.
So I think the government gave them like a specific type of group. Like,
Oh,
yo, this is for sure your land. This is your reservation.
okay.
We fucked you guys up. Here's a bunch of money. Like they were literally giving them a shit ton of money, and they didn't get jobs. They had a fuck ton of money,
Hmm.
and what they ended up doing is they actually ended up becoming like alcoholics,
Hmm.
drug addicts. But they're all fucking at the house all day, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna do? You kind of like humans need like a purpose. They kind of need a job, to be honest. So that's kind of why it's kind of scary to be like, oh, I'm just gonna leave a job, especially if you have so much money.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need to have a job. So I would assume something like that, but you're right. It would have to be something investment wise. And I have a little bit of knowledge in real estate, not in particular commercial real estate, but I would, like you said, I would get some knowledge and do some
Something that's gonna keep
inversions.
making you the money back. That way you can.
Yeah, bet on yourself though for sure though.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely probably scale this thing up how I wanted to. Invest
Mm.
into the nice
If you got
building.
$10 million, do you think you would still be doing what you're doing, or do you think you would be like, you know what, I just want to hire people and get the fuck out of here?
I think I would because I think that I enjoy it with having all the funds and stuff. Because obviously, right now I'm building up to have the funds to have my dream shop or have
Yeah,
it where I want it to be. But if I had the funds, fuck yeah, I'd build a badass building like I want and
still be like
make it even more enjoyable
still
than it is.
tinting and shit like that though.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I mean, I would
That's
probably be a lot.
good.
It'd be a lot limited. I wouldn't be like here fucking every day. I'd be like,
Oh, I'd be here once a day.
hey, we got 3 days a week, man. That's all I'm working.
Or once a day. What the fuck am I talking about?
3 days a week, and
Yeah.
obviously, if you have the money and the facility that you can afford or it's limitless, you could also afford any kind of employee, and you could bring on the best employees and pay them $50 an hour, whatever they are, and at that point, you don't got to be here. And if you're not worried about the money, I guess, then as long as it's making enough money to pay for itself, and
Yeah.
cool.
You're right.
Or but yeah, it's usually money that kind of makes the ball roll, man.
No, I do like that you said that if you got $10 million though, that you would still work here. Cause that's badass to know. Even like just right now, perspective wise.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, even if you had all the money, or maybe not all the money, but 10 million is a fuck ton,
yeah,
you'd still be here. And I feel like that should give you, I don't know, some type of like peace and like, I don't know, that's some dope shit is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, yeah. I for sure cannot be sitting still, not doing shit.
Mm,
Even some weekends, like I crave to be like off work and just relaxing sometimes. But I be at the house sometimes, like especially if like my girlfriend works on the weekend. I mean, I can only watch YouTube for so long, and
you
I'm
get
not a
that egg.
person to jump into like a movie series by myself.
Nah.
So, and I don't know. Yeah, I just get bored quick. I have to be doing something. So sometimes I'm like, well, I might as well go to work and make money or, work on something that's going to help me for the future. So that's why I always end up coming back here and working. But,
Got you. I didn't know it was like that.
yeah, because it's
Okay.
like I have nothing else better to do. I mean, I can go drive around, waste gas. But it's like, what's, I guess back then it was different when I would do that because I was just single, bored. Like, yeah, I'd sooner just go to like Salt Lake, come back, just drive.
That's wild.
But now thinking it's like, the fuck am I doing that? Like, just get to work, man. Like,
Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
hey, work on that so you can at least go on vacation or, your wife or girlfriend doesn't have to work and you guys can do more things, by working on your business. But yeah, unfortunately, it kind of all goes back to money. Not everything. It shouldn't be like that, but
Kind
it
of
seems
does.
kind of that's how the world
That's how it
goes.
is in our phase of life right now. Like later on, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, to have what we have it in our heads, to
Yeah,
get to that point.
facts. Once we get to it, then that's when the objective or the goal change. So
Yeah.
it's a fact.
But yeah, man, that's kind of something.
Okay, bro. Well, shit. No, I agree with you. Whatever all you said, bro. Yeah. Well, shit. That was kind of it for me, my brother. You have any other thoughts? That are going through your mind right now?
Not for this time, but yeah, just thank everyone for the questions, for the Q&As, the anonymous people.
Shout out.
2 more weeks, we'll do another one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we get some more.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Sounds good, man. But yeah, that's it for me, man, for this pod in 61.
Likewise, 61. Well, thanks everybody for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, peace.
Adios.